Alright, this is the tutorial on how to use the HockeyStickMan Customizer off the cuff. We know what we're talking about. Let's dive into it. You're going to first want to log in. So logging in to our customizer is the same as logging into the website. So you can do it up here or in the customizer itself. I'm just going to log in here quick to show you. So once you're logged in, you can just hit the customizer at the top here. Okay, so we're pretty excited about this. Lots of different features you can choose. There's 4 different types of jerseys, 2 different types of socks, and a ton of apparel to go along with it. Essential to Pro Plus, basically that is exactly what you imagined. Essential is kind of a lightweight jersey for anybody looking for something cost efficient. Still great for any beer league team. Like I said, if you're looking to save money, Performance, Professional, Pro Plus, they all get a little bit better. Pro Plus being pretty well NHL quality. Same thing with the socks. There's not going to be a huge difference there. Even from the picture, you can see the Velcro strapping is a little bit different. This professional one is basically what we see from pro teams a lot more often, specifically NCAA programs. Just walk you through all the different items we have: pant shells, soakers, sweaters, compression shirts. We do hockey bags as well. A lot going on in the customizer. We're going to worry about kind of just jerseys for now to show you how the customizer even works. Actually, yeah, if I switch it to off ice, you can see all the apparel that we offer. There's lots of stuff to customize for your whole team, and then bags there. Okay, so we're going to start on the left side with a logo. I'm going to click the Performance Plus. I have the HSM logo already uploaded, but unfortunately it's the same color as the jersey. So let's go edit that. You can recolor the logo here. If you upload something as a background, obviously just click remove background, save and use this logo. Here we can set up some brand colors. So if you're going to be using the same colors all throughout your jersey, then just set them up here before you move any further, and you can refer back to them pretty easily. This light blue is calling my name. Okay, so moving on to the color. So like I said, we got brand colors locked in here. So team logo colors, these are the ones I chose earlier. So pretty easy to reference there. Let's go with a bit of a teal shoulder there. These are locker colors, so I've created a couple lockers already. I'll show you that a little bit later, but you can save a bunch of colors there as well, and you don't have to reset every time you're in the customizer. And then if you want to get real nitpicky with the Pantones, if you have a specific one you know of, just type it in there. These are pretty self-explanatory. If you just kind of hop in and start clicking, you'll see what starts changing colors. Okay, let's stick with that. Designs, maybe not. Maybe let's not stick with that. Okay, let's move this atrocious coloring on to the text. Actually, before we move on there, once you get your colors, you can do this before or after really, but you can see there where I'm scrolling, there's like preset designs here to play with. This is kind of the easiest way to get started. Anything from just random designs that we've come up with to legit NHL designs. You can see that's Calgary Flames there, the Canada Juniors, Canucks, Capitals, Carolina. It just keeps on going. This is a very long design list. Like I said, if you already have your team colors in there, it's kind of a little bit easier to visualize these on the side. Some of them you'll notice have extra spots for color. That's where the one with the yellow sleeve was earlier, or the black sleeves there. You'll notice like that's just an added design piece. So if I do click this one, I can adjust the black sleeves to something else now because I have that option. This is a crazy looking jersey. Okay, let's stick with this for now. We're going to move on. So the text here, pretty self-explanatory. Just type in the name that you want. You can change your font here, anything you want. There's some pretty funky ones in here, so get creative with it. You can change the size of pretty much anything just by going like this. Blow it right up, shrink it right down. As you can see, the numbers here, the same idea. You can see the designs here. Like it kind of gives you the lines to line everything up. So from here, you can choose a bunch of different styles of numbers too. And then you can adjust where you want it. So like there is an option to have it on the front. I can take it off one of the sleeves or both the sleeves if I want to. I'm going to leave it for now. And I'm going to go back to our team colors and just, yeah, have them black. Again, all your colors are locked in here. Those are my team colors, your custom colors, same as the slide before. Don't get too confused by what this looks like. You just kind of collapse it and open it back up again. But for each of the number and name, you have font, color, nothing else on this page. It's easy to move left to right here, so we'll just keep going along the style. You got a bunch of neck styles here. I do love the lace on a jersey, so I'm going to choose that. Hanging down, the different jerseys have different add-ons and collars. So the essential jersey will have like 2 or 3 collars, I think, and the rest of them have 5. And then I can add things like a fight strap to see how much extra it costs there. That's exactly what it sounds like. Sublimated is just like heat pressed on, so it's not stitched on. Tackle twill is stitching itself, so if I want tackle twill nameplates here, like that's going to be an actual stitched, proper, better design, better quality. Double shoulders and double elbows is just more, not padding, but more layers there, so it'll just last a little bit longer. If you want to spend the money on that, it might be a little hotter in the arena as well, so there's pros and cons to that. Obviously, the sublimated is a little bit cheaper. So yeah, mess around with the styles here. Talk to your team what kind of things you want. It won't change the look so much, so you can share the design and be like, okay, what do we want to do for name patches? You Velcro name patch, you want to do that, go for it. That way, if you're changing guys out, actually, that's not a bad call. You can do a Velcro name patch and switch out guys, keeping the same jersey. And lastly, you can kind of just look everything over. I only have 2 in my cart, so we're going to go edit the roster. You can download an Excel template for this that just looks like this, and you can put your name, number, size, and quantity for each one. This name on product, not name of product. So take a look at the size guide if you want to. These fit true to any other hockey jersey size. So large XL, 4XL if you're a big guy, goalie cuts, youth goalie cuts, and then youth in general. So adding players here is pretty much the same as even on the Excel sheet. It's pretty easy to do just in here. Name, number. So if I add a player here, I can get that going in there. Change the sizing and the quantity. So if you're getting the same name and number, you can bump this quantity up to 4, but it doesn't cost you anything else to punch different ones, so that doesn't matter. If you type in a number and it's like single digit versus double digit, go ahead and edit that like right here. So say for this one, I just wanted to do 9 on HockeyStickMan. You'll notice his names are long too. I could blow up the number a bit and move it down and shrink his name to fit on the shoulders. Otherwise, maybe I could change the color, move it up, and wrap it around the shoulders, but I'm not going to spend the time to do so yet. Okay, this is nice. You can just do all caps, all lowercase, or case sensitive there. So from here, you can add it straight to your cart. Otherwise, if you're done, just close it for now. You have all these guys saved on your roster. You can see that bumped up to 3 now. So there's a couple ways to kind of save this and come back to it or share it with your buddies. You can download the PDF. Just by clicking that, it's just going to generate it and download it right onto your computer. Share design is another one. It's just going to generate a link for you, so you copy that, and literally anybody can open that, and it takes them to the HockeyStickMan Customizer page that you're looking at right now, and that's easy enough to do. The saving as is pretty cool, so you can have a bunch of different lockers here. So this one has nothing in it, so I can delete it, and then if I want to add something, so say my team name is HockeyStickMan right now, I can create that locker. So if I have just different team names, right? You can add a bunch of them. If you're on 4 different teams, go ahead and just create different designs here and save them, keep them all organized. So I'm going to save this design to the HockeyStickMan team. And then if I go back into my locker room, I have my locker where I've created a few designs here, and then HockeyStickMan. And there's a few options here. You can share the design right from here. I'm just going to give you the same copy link. You can go back to editing, copy it, edit the roster, or download a preview image and just text it to your buddy. This just shows you the assets in the locker. So this logo is tied to the locker. These are your logo, their colors that I picked earlier, the roster that you have going already. So now that last one was saved to the locker, I can still go back to it here and edit that design. Go back to the same thing here. Otherwise, I can reset this, and it will say you've lost everything, but this one's already saved, so don't worry about this little warning. Reset all. As you can see, I'll go to locker, and I can just pull it up the same way I just did. And the edit, same with all these ones that are still saved there. So if you want to start from scratch, here we are. So this time, if I don't want to plug in any colors, you can see here on the side, all these pop-ups have kind of the stock colors that they're not meant to have. Just some kind of ideas so you can look at what they might look like. The NHL ones obviously have the team colors that they're modeled after. This kind of sounds pretty sick. Again, you can kind of upload a logo here, whatever you want. And there you go. So now I'm just starting the process over again, but that is pretty much it. One of the big things, remember I said login. It's the same login as the regular HockeyStickMan website, so you don't have to worry about creating a second one. The last thing to do before adding it to the cart is just editing the roster. So click on edit the roster. Add all the players in, add them to your cart. Take it here. There is going to be this warning, and I obviously didn't add 10 of them, so it's giving me that. If you don't have at least 10, we're just going to cancel your order, so don't try that. And from here, I can plug in my shipping and whatever. I'm not going to order these right now, but That is all she wrote.